Previously, on the road to Loretta's.
I went out there and proved I was one of the fastest amateurs in the world. And I'd say that one race has changed my life forever.
Going back to the last-ditch effort to get into Loretta's, this last area qualifier this weekend to get to my regional. We picked straws, there was 10 of us, and I ended up drawing 8, the last position to get in.
Adam Cincerillo is one of the nation's top Supermini riders. After qualifying in Arkansas, he's back at his private facility in Florida preparing for the regional.
I definitely thrive off knowing that some people are gunning for me just like I'm gunning for other people.
Everybody who's done anything in Supercross, myself, Ricky Carmichael, Jeremy McGrath, all these guys came up through Loretta's.
It's the biggest, the best, most pristine amateur national in the world.
If you want to get on the radar of amateur motocross, this is the place to be. This is the proving grounds, because if you win here, you beat everyone. And I think that's what makes this the crucible of amateur motocross. It does not get any more competitive than Loretta Lynn's.
The Supermini class is the premier class for the 14 to 16-year-old riders before they move up to the big bikes, and Florida's Adam Cincerillo is one of the best in the class.
Loretta's it means a lot. There's a lot of people there. Everybody from the industry is pretty much there, and it's all off that race. You come in, they don't care what you've done. It's Loretta's.
Now I'm living like the beast in the east. Zippers on my feet. Yeah.
I like that. It's cool. It puts a lot of pressure on everybody, and it's really fun. The race is good. The track's good. It really separates the men from the boys. Just the sheer will and determination that goes into that race. Pretty much all these nationals up to that is a warm-up for Loretta. So it's just once you get there, and you got to make the best of it. You got 3 motos, and that's pretty much your fate. That's how everybody looks at you for the rest of the year. So you got to come in there. You got to put your homework in, and rain, shine, mud, whatever. You got to throw down. Obviously, I always want to win, and I think if I put myself in a good position off the start, that I'm pretty confident in my speed. I think I can do it, and it's definitely going to be a tough competition there, and I'm looking forward to that.
Pro teams begin looking at riders as early as age 14. The NASCAR team of Joe Gibbs Racing has recently branched into motocross, and team owner Coy Gibbs has recruited 15-year-old standout Cooper Webb as his amateur prodigy.
I really hadn't been around the amateur scene very often, very much, so I had my guys kind of write up a list of who they thought would be the baddest guy to sign. Every one of them said Cooper. It's been fun being associated with him. He was out at our track today killing it, so it's been a good experience.
The Joe Gibbs program is really unbelievable. I was actually the first amateur guy they hired, and really one of the best things we'd ever did. We've been with him for about 2 years now, and just to see him grow in the amateur and even the pros is pretty cool. And they got so much stuff, like their amazing track here, and being able to ride and learn from their pro guys, and it's really unbelievable.
Cooper has racked up nearly a dozen titles this year and hopes to cap it off with 2 more at Loretta's.
Really, you can train as hard as you want, but really all the sponsors and people look at is really Loretta's. So you got to have a combination: speed, consistency, fitness. So we'll see if it all pays off.
Months of training for Loretta's takes its toll on the body. It's important for the riders to take the proper time off. In anticipation for the upcoming regional, Jordan Smith chooses to relax on the golf course.
Here at the preserves at Verde, and just taking a step back from training, just getting some fun time in, just relaxing.
You're always happy when your kid's found something that he just loves and desires to do every day. Hopefully, this sport takes Jordan where Jordan wants to go. He wants to be the top pro, the next top pro out there. That's what he wants, and we stand behind him and give him anything we can to help him get there.
Well, that one's in the bunker. If I would win a title at Loretta's, it means so much. Like, I've been trying to win so many years, and just hadn't happened. But this year, with all the fast guys that are in it and stuff, it just means so much to win.
Like many top riders in the U.S., Jordan Smith chooses to train at the infamous MTF facility in Cairo, Georgia.
You know, with Jordan living down at MTF, you know, it's about 450 miles away from where we live just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, and seeing how he's progressed in the sport with all the hard work and dedication, it's easy to see that it's worth it. You know, this is what he's worked so hard for. We just want to stand behind him, and if this is what he wants to do, we're 100% on board.
I mean, whenever I line up, I'm going to be aggressive with him, and I'm going to race him as hard as I can, and I'm going to try and beat him.
While Jordan Smith takes time off to collect his thoughts, Dakota Alex packs for the Southeast Regional, where, like Jordan, he hopes to make a statement.
Packing up for the Southeast Regional. I think it's about 10 hours away. Hopefully it won't be that muddy. Mud, you never know about mud. This weekend, I don't know. He could win or he could be 8th. I'd be happy with either. 8th place is as good as 1st. To me, it's not a race. It's just getting the job done.
Coming up on the road to Loretta.
I mean, of course, in the back of my head, I want to win. So does everyone else. So the goal, I guess, is to win.
I want to come out strong and show all these kids what I can do.
This is the most going to get me to Tennessee to hopefully earn a championship.
All I'm worried about is top 4. I could care less if I got 4th in every moto. As long as I get to Loretta's, that's the only goal I got.
Getting ready for the last week of school. I got 2 exams today. Kind of nervous, but pretty excited at the same time.
Obviously, the goal this year is to go in and win. I got everything I need. I just got to do it.
Final moto coming up, and this one right here is going to determine if we're going to Loretta's or not.